Okay, good. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Real Talk with Karen Stacy live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. And we are here tonight with Miss Tia Maria. And we have a special edition tonight. I actually got extra time tonight. Woohoo! And so we are here because Tia is going to tell all. We got two Aries warriors in the house. So
beware.
Strap on, strap it in, and get ready for a ride. So, Tia, I always screw up the name of this place. First of all, I want to welcome you, Tia. Thank you so much for coming on the show with us. And tell the name of the restaurant because I screw it up all the time.
Via Garibaldi.
See, Via Garibaldi.
Took me about 20 times before I was able to pronounce that correctly.
Okay, well, see, that's why I didn't want to do it wrong the first time, so I let you do it. So we are here, we're in White Plains, New York, and the owner here is unbelievable and amazing.
Right.
What a sweetheart. The first time I came here, you were having a party, and he welcomed me with open arms. He was concerned that I was going to have a drink and hadn't eaten, and made me an amazing dish with shrimp and prosciutto and all of that, and made me a fabulous drink, and I was welcomed with open arms. And that is not something that you always have when you walk into an establishment. So I always try to support people that are like that because he truly loves and cares about the place.
Customer,
And he really made me feel special. And we all love to feel special, right?
Yep.
So we are here in White Plains, and I just wanted to, before we go into anything about your events and all that, because you are having an event here soon.
July 28th.
Right. Well, we will, at the end of the show, we're going to get all of your dates in. But although there were so many people that know who you are, there are probably listeners out here that do not know who you are. And the whole reason why we're here today is because people think they know who you are. Right? They know your name. They know of you, but they don't know you. Right? So on personal experience, I went to a few of your events, and you were always nice, but I didn't know you. And we were at an event at it was the Time Hotel, and we spent the night. And I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was the next day.
It was the morning.
And you and I just had a conversation
with your dad.
No.
Oh, okay.
This was my first. I was by myself.
Oh, okay.
I was by myself.
I love your dad.
Yes. Well, thank you. I love my dad too. But no, it wasn't that. It was when the very first time you and I spoke.
Oh, we were outside.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I do remember.
You had an event.
Yep. We were outside.
And we were outside, and I had never spoken to you before. And for anybody that doesn't know who Tia is a voluptuous blonde. Who has
lately the past year?
Okay, well, and again, so that adds to that deepens the plot, right?
Okay.
So Tia is a voluptuous blonde who was always on point with her look and all of that, and I didn't know her, and you and I spoke for a quick minute. Or more than a quick minute, and
then you liked me.
I did.
Then
like
you started to like.
I did like you.
Aww,
I didn't know how I felt about you initially.
We started our relationship.
Yes,
then.
It really was, because initially I wasn't sure how I felt about you.
Because I look like I was like stuck up and like but I'm not like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
People always say that. They
I
go,
know.
We thought you were a bitch.
Right.
Oh, can't say that word.
No, you can say bitch.
Oh, they
I'm
thought
good
you
with
were a
that.
bitch, and we found out that you're a doll. And I was like,
I don't know if you're a doll, but listen,
Voodoo
it's like
doll.
me. Listen, voodoo doll. Listen, you know what? We're Aries women, and as you said earlier, you either love us
or you hate us.
There is no in between.
That's
so
okay.
you know what? We're all who we are, and sometimes, like my late husband, taught me, you don't always have to say everything that's on your mind.
Correct.
Have you mastered that yet?
No.
Me neither.
Okay.
I screw it up a lot, and I do try to not do that, but I
Right.
probably do it more than I should.
And if you keep it in, it just festers inside, and then it's an explosion.
Exactly. So I shouldn't you get agita.
Right. Right.
So if I keep it in, I got agita
Right.
now. So either I remove myself from that situation, or I got to say it.
Right.
Right. So like, you either love me or you hate me.
Right.
Do most people feel that way about you as well?
Yes, they do. But a lot of people like you. I haven't heard anybody that didn't like you yet.
Oh, thank you.
You know,
Well, you are not
so-
talking to the right people. No,
All
I'm
right,
only kidding.
good.
No, it's all good. And you know what? And thank you for all the people that
Well,
didn't
wait a
like
second.
me.
I
and
thought we
didn't
were supposed
shout
to be
it out.
talking about me.
We will.
We're talking about
We're
you?
getting to you. This
let's
is
talk
my
about
show.
me. Let's
Listen,
talk-
Diva, it's my show.
Let's
we'll
talk
get
about
to
me.
you.
Come on.
Enough
forget
about you.
Karen.
Let's talk about me. No, that was the best
Right.
line from Beaches, right? So anyway, so what I was trying to say was that when you and I had that
Right.
conversation,
We clicked.
right? Because you and I connected
Right.
on a level that most people should never
Right.
connect.
Right.
And we'll talk
It was
about
a good
that.
connection.
It was
a good. It was like a love connection.
It was a love connection.
Just like you watch. What's his
the
name?
game show.
Yeah, I love
the game
that
show.
We got it
Right. So now, for people who don't know who Tia Maria is,
Right.
what do you want to tell them? Who are you?
Who? I don't really know.
Oh my
I'm
God!
gonna
I
answer
know.
this.
Oh my God! All right, wait,
All right,
hold
no,
on. What
I'll
do you
talk
do?
about me.
What do you do?
My real job is
Your real job.
For 27 years, I am a property manager of
Okay.
all my family's real estate.
That's awesome.
So we own several buildings in Manhattan, and I take care of all of them, from renovations to leases to repairs, everything. I'm the manager.
Okay.
And I'm old school. I do everything by the book. I put all the rents in as I get them.
Oh, so she's making
Yeah.
the notion of writing.
Yeah.
So that means
Oh,
that
that's
you write.
right.
Right. No,
I
everybody
forgot.
can't see you.
But
so
Paul can.
Yes, Paul can see. Yes.
But anyway, so I do everything. I take care of all of our
Manually.
properties. So 27 years, I'm doing that. So that's my real job. However, I'm doing it so long that at times there's nothing going on. I have people working for me. I have crews going out there doing renovations. I have real estate agents showing my apartments. And like I have nothing to do, so I'm
You
not that
with
type-
nothing to
but
do
that's,
is like-
that's bad because I'm an Aries, and like I said once before on an interview, I always need a project. So
There are a lot of people like that.
so a while ago, I think that might be one of your other questions, but a while ago, I was in Miami with
Okay.
my son, Guy, and I said, wow, I would love to do these events. Like, we went to Mango's in Miami.
Oh, yes.
Ripple, the girls were dancing and all that. And this
Yeah,
was
you like
probably
that.
about 8 years ago. And my son, Guy, said, my son that had passed away, said to me, Mom, we could do this. He was about 18 at the time.
Wow.
And he goes, Mom, we could do this. Let's do this in New York. This is what you want to do. I'll help you. So that's what I did. That's how I actually started it with
Wow.
my son.
Okay.
My son said, I'm going to be the bouncer outside because all your friends are old. Because he was 18. The girls were coming in. They were 40 at the time. Then when he saw some of the 40-year-olds walking through the door, he said, Ma, he goes, I'm coming in next time. I'm going to be the host in there with you. And he did. He loved it.
Wow.
So that was my connection to him. And when he passed away, I was going to stop doing this. But I said, we created this together. And I say he's watching over me while I do this. And each year it just gets more and more successful. So it's something that me and my son created together that lives on forever. And that is called eventsbytiamaria.com. And they are events that are for older people, like 30 and older, that have somewhere to go. Sometimes there's dinners and there's shows, there's entertainment. I have dancers, I have mimes, I have all types of entertainment. And it's somewhere, instead of just going out to dinner and then going home, there's nothing else to do. They come to my place and there's somewhere to go, either whether you're a couple, whether you're single, whether you're with groups of girls, groups of guys and girls, anybody can go.
All right, so
it's great.
that was going to be my next question,
Yes.
and you're cheating. You're
I did,
looking
'cause
at
I
my
saw that.
stop cheating. Stop cheating. Okay, so that was my question:
Yes.
was who can come to your events? Because you know what, I'm going to say this
Mm-hmm.
as somebody who's been to your events, and
Right.
I don't think I've missed many,
Right, you
okay.
haven't.
as somebody that's been to your events, me personally, I really don't care what anybody thinks about me. So I go, and if you have a red dress thing, I'll wear white. I really don't care.
You're like a rebel. You're like a rebel.
I'm not a rebel, but I just don't. I don't have to fit in. I'm okay with not fitting in.
Right.
But I know other people, friends of mine were
intimidated, maybe.
Correct.
Right.
They felt that they weren't pretty enough.
Right. I did hear that.
They or skinny enough.
Correct.
Which was even more so. They weren't pretty enough. They weren't skinny enough to be part of your events.
Could I address that?
I would. Yes.
Oh, okay, great.
Please, thank you.
Okay. Let me address that. I did hear that. I did hear people, and when I did hear that, first of all, for anybody to come to my events, you do see women that are in there that are not skinny twigs. You see girls that are in there sometimes that not as glamorous as the other. They are there. A lot of the times it's up to them to get in a picture or not. But to me, what I want to say out there to people is, you could be not the weight you think that you're supposed to be to come to my event, but you also could put on makeup. You can go out and buy a pretty dress. You can go get your hair done. You can go put lipstick on, and you could be just as beautiful as a 130-pound girl that gets her hair done every day.
Oh my God, 130? I thought you had to be like 100.
No.
130,
Well,
I'm in. I thought it had to be like 105.
No, so that's the thing is that I am not saying, no, don't get your makeup done, don't do your hair, or don't wear a pretty dress. Yes. Why can't you?
Totally.
Just because you're 192 pounds, you can't put makeup on?
Absolutely.
You can't put lipstick with lip liner? You can't put eyelashes on? You can't get your hair done? Yes,
Absolutely.
you can, because let me tell you something. There's a lot of girls that have written to me saying, thank you. I feel
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Even though
you
I'm
gave
100,
them a reason. You
yes.
gave them a reason.
And they come to my events. They look forward to what color dress they're going to go shopping at. What type of makeup. Who the make? I got my friend Katrina. Makeup by Katrina. She's got all my customers. They get their makeup. She's not expensive, but she'll do their makeup. Go get your hair done. Listen, I get my hair done. I'm not a hairdresser. I get my hair done. I don't spend a lot of money. Ask me where I get my hair done. People are getting their eyelashes done now. They're getting microblading. Yeah, listen, I do Botox. I do Juvederm. I will share my secrets. And listen, I gained weight too the past year. And I am no skinny mini right now. I got a big butt. And I am losing.
Never trust a big butt and a smile. That
big
girl is poison.
I have a big butt now, and I do have a little bit.
Tia's got a big old butt.
What do you call this? A tire.
Yeah. That's called your stomach.
My stomach. I have a little bit of.
That's not your tire. That's up. Tire is lower.
I have a little bit of a belly, and I am on a diet. But people
tell me she's on a diet. She just had pizza.
Bread.
And first she had bread. She said, make sure you bring bread and not too much butter because I'm on a diet.
But I only had 3 slices of bread.
And you didn't eat the pizza because I think I made you feel guilty because
no,
I didn't
I'll bring
eat
that
it.
home for a snack. No, I got it covered for tonight.
There
but
you go.
So my thing is that even if you're listening to me out there and you don't think that you're skinny enough or pretty enough or you have nice hair, you know what? Go out to a hair salon, get your makeup done, go get yourself a pretty dress, go to my friend Kim's place at Posh. Go, she'll help you no matter what size, And
I gotta get there
and come to my events.
But I'm like I like all my outfits that I get that I wear to your events that everybody's like, oh my God, I love that outfit. I got it like for like $10 someplace.
Right.
So
right.
So Kim D, if you're listening, I definitely want to come,
right.
but you got to hook up this single mom.
Yeah, she will. She's great at that.
I know. I've heard a lot of amazing things about her.
Yeah.
100%.
And she knows also. I used to buy dresses. I would only wear Posh, but she knows that I gained a little weight, and I don't feel comfortable right now wearing a short dress. I wear long dresses right now, a little flat. I gotta lose weight. I'm starting to get better, but I am not going on a strict diet, and I'm not going to be 120 pounds.
And guess what? Like, my feeling is this. I don't need you to say your age if you don't want to. I'm 48, and like I'll meet people, and they're like, oh my God, and I don't lie about my age, because if I tell you I'm 36,
you'll forget.
You're going to think, no, I won't forget. Well, yeah, but no. It would be like, wait, the odds are, if I tell you I'm 36, you're going to think I look like crap for 36, but for 48, maybe I'm good, right? So I don't lie about my age. I mean, I'm not saying that I want to grow old gracefully. I own it. But yeah, like we all do whatever we got to do to be comfortable in our own skin, right?
Me personally, I would forget. So I always have to tell the truth. Otherwise,
well,
it's always easier to remember the truth.
I don't lie. That's my problem.
Right.
It's written all over my face.
Right.
I
am me. I'm 52. So I
See, there you go. And there we go. Here is the first Tia tells all. Tia is 52
and juicy.
52 and juicy.
Juicy.
Don't say that while you were near my favorite mic.
I know. He's starting to look hot over here.
No, my mic, you said it was hot before we began.
Know. It sort of looks like a vibrator.
Oh, my. I love this mic. Thank you so much,
but it's
Miami
very fat. I never saw one that fat before.
Well, then you haven't been around, woman.
There goes another Tia tells all.
That's great. All right. So going back to where we were with that. Okay, so now we were talking about that. So like, all right, plastic surgery. Let's address it.
Right.
What do you know about plastic surgery?
Oh, well, listen, I have my boobs done, I think, since I'm 22.
22.
And I have everybody since I'm 22 that would stop me and say, where did you get those? They're like beautiful. And I would refer them to where I got them.
That's why mine are real, and I have to stand on my hands for them to be in the right place.
No, mine let me tell you something. Mine are perfect.
They are.
And I got them from Dr. Fiorello.
They are. And yes, I saw him on your thing.
He does everybody. I probably had since back, probably about 30, 40 people must have gotten them done. And everybody's happy. And my boobs.
So what do they walk in and say, I want mine to look like Tia's?
Yeah, they would. Yeah, and they also get a discount. So yes,
oh
they would.
My.
Yes,
I
they
want
do.
mine to look like Tia's.
That's exactly what they
discount.
do. Yep.
I love
and that's
it.
Honestly, people like my butt. I had no butt surgery. I always people.
Tia got a big old butt.
I have this is a Bronx butt. This
is Bronx butt. You're from the Bronx? No way.
They call it Bronx booty.
Oh, well, because that's like
J-Lo.
Yeah, well, that means like you got a Puerto Rican ass. That's different. That ain't a Bronx butt because I'm from the Bronx.
Yeah.
That's not a Bronx.
No,
butt.
I have a Bronx butt. My butt is
that's a Puerto Rican
juicy.
ass.
It's juicy. But my right now booties are in, so my booty is all real.
Boobs are out.
Boobs are out.
Boobs are out.
Yeah, my daughter said, "Get them taken out."
Boobs
Mom.
are out. But wait, when I became single, it was all about
boobs.
No,
boobs and legs?
No. There was no boobs. No
right.
one cared about boobs. It was legs. Legs and butt. And
right.
I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, I got to get back in the gym now.
Right.
Like,
right.
I had the whole boob thing going,
right.
but now I got it legs, butt. Like, now I got to freaking lift this. Like, I was walking, I'm telling you, walking on your hands works best.
Right.
I just, everything's in the right place.
Right.
So, all right, so the plastic, all right, so when we talked about that, we talked about, now I have to, it's real talk, so I'm going to say it. So when you take pictures with all of your crew, your BFFs and all of that, everybody has the same facial structures in the pictures. So whoever is
that currently?
Yes.
Okay, currently, or are you talking about like 4 or 5 months ago?
Oh,
because there's a lot of people.
5 months ago are current.
A lot of people now are using Face App.
What the hell is that?
Face App is it smoothings out your face.
Oh.
And it makes your face look just like Kim Kardashian. You think she looks like that real?
I have no idea.
Well, it's a Face App, and what they do, and a lot of people do use it now. And you know what? The more it's out there, the more people are going to look to use it.
See, I had no idea.
So what it actually does is, a lot of people did ask me. Now, lately, I changed my foundation. I have to say the correct word because Katrina would have a fit. I use a different foundation, and a lot of people did approach me and say, wow, your skin looks really good.
Okay.
And definitely, foundation, it looks great. Throw the app on me, I look perfect.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So there is something, and if you want to do it, pull it up. It's
but that wasn't what. No, you know what?
Was that wrong?
That wasn't. Well, no, it's not wrong. No,
Rephrase it.
No, I love the fact that you just.
You're
told
saying
us
that we all have the same makeup?
No, I'm saying you have the same facial structure, like it was injected into it.
Oh, that we have cheekbones and lips and
yes.
No, that's, you know what, that is, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know.
Listen, my sister doesn't do anything like Botox. She looks exactly like me. So it just could be really a coincidence that the people, you know what it is? A lot of the times I feel like in the pictures, it's the same people taking the pictures.
Absolutely.
So you see the same people, and they all the same. They all
Everybody
look the same.
starts to look the same. Just
They
like women all get on the
Yeah.
same cycle.
It's like I'm going to be honest. Sometimes it's like gangsters. You put a jacket on a jacket. you put a blazer on a guy. You put gel in his hair. He looks like a gangster.
Oh my!
So it's
Don't give him a gun.
It's the same. It's the same idea. I think it's the same principle.
It could be.
You know, but. If you look through, I'm gonna look through there a couple of them. I just think that a lot of the people that do look like maybe feel more confident, and they're
100%.
jumping in the pictures because they feel good. But there's a lot of pictures of girls that don't have that. You know what I mean? That like a lot of times, and I'm being honest, at my events, I don't like guys who wear T-shirts. I don't want you in my
know you
pictures.
don't.
So I want,
Right.
I will exclude you,
Yeah.
or guess what? I may cut you out. But look how they look. You don't look right.
No, well, you're 100%. I mean,
know,
you don't show up to a
event-
place like that.
You come to my
Absolutely.
event. I don't have them many times. Pull out your blazer, pull out your button-down shirt, your Tommy Bahama shirt, throw on a nice pair of pants, or, and you know what? Put it away. It's like there's one person, I know you know him. Should I say his name?
I don't
can't
know.
say.
I don't think you
but
should.
He's a doll, and I remember he said to me, he goes, Tia, I want to get some jackets and some suits because when I go to your parties, I want to look good. And I saw him recently. You know who I'm talking about if you're listening to this because you are a listener. And he looked so handsome.
Aw.
And I said, you know what? You look so. He goes, I did it because of you.
And that's
so
awesome.
how cool is that he
Awesome.
feels good
Awesome.
coming to, and he
Because
wasn't
of
at
you.
my event. He was at he was at Molino's.
Oh, okay.
And I go, you look like so handsome. And he goes, it was because of you. So I was like, oh,
And
okay.
you know what's funny is that when you had one of the events, I went on Amazon and ordered my father the outfit that he wore because I'm like, Daddy, you can't go like that.
Right,
Like, he
right.
likes his tight muscle shirts. I bought him a swim shirt, a long sleeve swim shirt that he thought he should wear out
Right.
because he liked it so much. I'm like,
Right.
Dad, it's a swimsuit. You
Right.
cannot wear that out.
That's funny.
But yes. But I just want to remind you guys that you are listening to Real Talk with Karen Stacy live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. And my special guest tonight, special edition, is Tia Maria. And so we are just kind of debunking some of the rumors that have gone on. And so the first thing I'm going to say, which is not a rumor, is, Tia, are you a control freak?
Yes.
Oh my God, I would have never thought you would have said
I'm an
that.
Aries. Are you?
Yeah, I'm
So,
working on it.
We're,
but
we're
yeah.
too late to change.
Yeah, I know.
You don't like it? Don't be my friend. That's how I look at it. I am. Yes, I am. I've always been, and it's in a good way. I'm a business person. I control my
Your
businesses.
attention, you pay attention to detail.
I do, and I don't want to change.
Yeah. Well, I try to change a little bit because I don't want to control every situation. So I try to be open, more open.
Well, look at my events. Perfect example. I do colors. Why? Because I want when we take pictures, I want everybody to be in the same color. Because who's wearing a floral shirt? Who's wearing a pink one? Who's wearing a red? Who's wearing magenta? It looks like a mess. I want everything in order. I'm OCD also.
Right. So, and one might say,
And if you don't like it, lump it.
well, if you don't like it, lump it. One might say that
It's abrasive?
controlling, not
Right.
abrasive. Like personally, like I said, you have a white party, and it kills me not to wear a red
Right.
because I'm just that
A rebel.
person.
Right.
Well,
Like I'm not going to tell you what to do. Realistic. Really.
No, not even that. More, I just don't want to look like everybody else.
Okay.
Not because I want to defy.
Right.
Because I
Just
want to
wanna
be
be
me.
different. Okay.
I want to be me.
You don't feel like
But-
wearing white.
But I did.
Okay.
When you're white, no,
And you
but
looked very pretty.
Well, thank you.
We had a lot of pictures I saw.
I wore the white,
From
and
my
I
fit-
loved wearing white because I never
great.
go out and wear white.
Right.
Ever.
Where do we get an opportunity for
Ever.
do that?
Exactly. And the pictures were beautiful.
Yes.
All the white.
And your tan showed.
Beautiful.
They really
yes.
were.
And anything that shows off my tan, I'm all in.
And I think, and that's my photographer, Phil DeMelzio.
Yes, he's amazing.
He's amazing.
He
so.
is amazing. He's
Yeah.
an amazing photographer. I love him. Every picture he takes, like, you look good.
Right.
Um,
That could
so-
be why we all look the same.
Maybe.
Maybe it's because of Phil.
Phil's the best.
Phil.
So Are your events expensive?
No, they're not.
So how much is it if you want to go to your event?
Well, they used to be 15, 20, 25. Now they're $25.
Oh, you got expensive.
Well, let me explain why. Because the acts that I put in are expensive.
Of course.
Like, for instance, I am beyond excited about New Year's Eve. I'm obsessed with Barry White. You know, he passed away.
That's why you like my mic.
I found through friends of ours,
mic.
John Pasquale, I found Barry White, Big Daddy Boo Bear, that sounds and looks just like Barry White. And I hired him. He's coming in from Chicago. I'm not even going to tell you how much he's costing. When he answered the phone and I called him and he said, hello.
Was there a wet spot?
Wet spot. I was like, just give me your bank account number. I'm going to give you my money. I was like, I don't care what he asked for.
I never heard that on the opposite end. Usually it's on the other side.
And then he said, okay, baby. And then I was like, oh my God. I was in love. So people don't understand, but you're paying for what it costs me.
Absolutely.
What do you think, these places are free? I got to pay I got to pay these places. I got to pay the door girl. I got to pay the dances. I got to pay the entertainment. The DJ. You DJs are like doctors. Their prices.
Absolutely. That
goes for all of them. Their prices are so expensive. I mean, I'm going to come back in my next life as a DJ.
Right.
Because they're so expensive. And the bands, I had to stop doing bands because I wasn't making enough money at the door to cover my expenses.
Right.
That's why I stopped doing bands. There's so many events that I'm doing now that sometimes I walk away with nothing in my pocket.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And guess what? It doesn't matter because I'm very fortunate that I'm financially set. If I did have to pay my bills with Events by Tia Maria, I would be on welfare. So people have to understand that. And you know how I feel? I give you a year to 6 months to a year for my events. If you want, save $5 a week, put it in a kitty, or $2 or $1. By time my event comes, you have $25. And I'm being serious about that.
No doubt. But you know what? And that being said, I have to just not debunk, but I have to
Even this debunking. Where are you going?
I know. I don't know. I like that word. So it's funny because right. So I'm a hairdresser as well, right? And people would say, well, it's just a trim. Like, why do I have to spend that kind of money or whatever? I'm doing the same thing. How much are my scissors? How much is this? When I went to school,
you have to rent the chair.
So now with DJs, their equipment, and I'm learning this, by needing certain things, is very expensive.
Right.
And you're paying for expertise, right? So if you have a DJ that's fresh out, they're going to do whatever. And then you have a DJ that's a seasoned DJ that has a following. They're going to charge you, more. And I'm not saying that you're complaining about it.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying is the DJs that I'm using, they're all named.
You're top notch.
They're all named. And I just want the people to understand that, oh my God, she's charging that much money. But we're getting great DJs.
Absolutely.
We're getting Cher. Where are you going to find Cher in White Plains? Where are you going to find Barry White? Where are you going on a cruise for $100, liquor included, parking included, and food? Where are you getting these things? I want to know. And you know what makes me laugh? A lot of the people out there that try to do what I'm doing, they do one event and they're like, how do you do this?
Right.
Where are you making money? Anybody that wants to be my partner, you have to remember something. The day before the party, you're laying out all the money and we're making envelopes for every single one of the people that I hired because nobody gets beat because I didn't have a good night.
Right. And
so that's the
huge.
chance
that
I got to take sitting there and I say to my girls, oh my goodness, did I make enough money to cover just me? And luckily, thank God, and I'll be honest, I make profit too, which is great, which I put into my next event.
Right.
So to me, I'm not complaining, but if you can't afford the $25, you don't want to pay it. There are plenty of places that have places on the water or whatever that there's no fee. Just go there. But you're not gonna get the people you're not gonna get the you're not gonna get my big mouth running around hugging everybody, taking pictures, and you're not gonna get memories.
Well, you know what? I think also a lot of things, a lot of the times too, like even with the band, you have to remember sometimes bands have 8 people in them.
Right.
Let's just say. So, if you're going low end, $2,000, whatever, these guys are working hours. They have to come early, and the DJs as well. They have to come early. They have to set up.
But what if you have a band? Then you have to hire a DJ in between when the band is resting.
And that's true
so
too.
That's another $1,000,
right,
$2,000.
Unless you find somebody that does both. But correct.
What about renting the places? What about if you give out food? What if you get dancers?
No,
My dancers.
of
are you
course.
kidding? If I come back and I'm not a DJ, I'm going to be a dancer because they make money too.
Listen, I'm going to be swinging around a pole whenever I get a chance. I got to pay for my son to go to the beach club.
All I say, and I'm being honest with this, I've been doing parties for my children when they were younger, and I want to say this because this is going to fit into later on, but I am fortunate enough where I do have money, and I could float these events, because if I didn't, I couldn't afford to do them, and I wouldn't do them. So I just want people to know that, because of my other job that I have, I'm able to do this job.
So I'm going to segue into another question then, because a lot of people said, and again, we're going to keep going with this, but
rolling.
you were gone for a year. And we will talk about that. But
I was in prison. I tell everybody, they think I was in prison.
Well, yeah, but you were not. You were in a different prison.
Yes.
But a lot of people said that you had financial problems.
Right.
Did you have financial problems?
No. And the funniest thing is I had sold my house. I have no mortgage. So
I don't even know what the hell that means.
Yeah, well, no, I sold my house. I have no mortgage, which means that all the money that you make from your house goes in your pocket. So
I know what that means. I didn't know what it means not to have a mortgage.
If a lot of people, but a lot of people that did know who I am, that even contemplated on listening to that, was like, how could you even like say that was true? And a lot of people who know me, my family.
Wait, what do you mean that was true? What were you not true about? I'm confused.
Saying that it was because of financial reasons that I did what I did.
Oh.
That I had no money. I heard I was poor.
Yes, well, they had a fundraiser for you.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Where was it? Because I want the money.
Your fiance took the money. He was there. It was at the Coliseum. And Anthony Mangini played, and then said it was a fundraiser for Tia Maria.
No. Let's retract that one.
Please do, because I went and paid for that reason.
Let's go to the Coliseum.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, Halloween. Okay,
I wasn't there on Halloween. Okay,
I was there on
Halloween.
It was Halloween. Anthony Mangini and Serge.
Yes.
We decided to have the party, even though I was not around. It was not a fundraiser to get. Wait a second. It was not a fundraiser to give me money. I hired a girl to host it.
Correct. I remember that.
And she did everything. And at the end, I had to put $400 in because the balloon guy didn't get paid. But all of the money that came in was paid to the DJs, the girls, the entertainment, the place. Nothing came to me. Absolutely. So if that's true, clear the air right now. That is not, and do not say my boyfriend took that money, because he went there because the girl that was running it was taking the money, and she was going into the bathroom and trying to, put it together. And we said, we just filled envelopes. Frank and I, we just filled envelopes up. We need to get the money back. The only thing at the end, there was $400 that I laid out to my balloon guy, because there wasn't $400 in the money in the intake.
Right.
So definitely there was. If you talk about a GoFundMe, there's a GoFundMe that I just put out with DJ Lenny Santawasso. I just put out for Raquel Berman.
Yes, I saw that.
That's a fundraiser.
I saw that.
Okay, so even for you. Even for you to even say that my boyfriend said that, I'm correcting you.
No, I didn't say not like that. Meaning he was there to make sure
if he's
everything
listening
was okay.
to read this right now.
No,
he would
not
be
like
wild.
that. No.
Okay.
No. Meaning he was there to make sure everything was okay.
Yes, that's was true.
100%.
And he was there to take the money so that the money that we put in the envelopes got refunded to me. Okay, now the other thing is that if anybody who does know me, I come from, I don't want to sound, right now I'm going to sound like I'm conceited or stuck up. I come from money. My father's a very wealthy man that passed away. My family has money. Anybody who knows me knows my family. We come from money. I would never be without money, even if I didn't have money.
Yeah, no one. That was what.
And that was another rumor.
And right,
that was another rumor.
Rumors.
That was another
the
rumor.
Rumor was you lost all your money.
Where did I lose it?
Lost your mind.
Okay. Another thing is, I did hear when I was in the hospital that my family wanted my inheritance.
Oh yes, I heard that as well.
Okay, so that was now.
Your family didn't. Wait, what was some of the things I heard? And again, it was all hearsay, so
right.
I didn't. I'm not saying like, and this is why I don't put validity to anything,
right?
Because it
and that's
came
why
from
I'm here.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So yes,
I'm ready to flip a table right now.
Oh my! Okay, don't flip the table with my keyboard, with my laptop.
And we got our
on
candles here,
yeah.
but
oh no, the candles. We can't cause a fire.
The newest thing that I did here, well, there was a couple of things. I heard it was because of my son. My son.
Wait, which thing?
They're saying why I did what I did.
Well, we didn't even talk about that yet, so nobody
okay.
knows what that means.
Okay.
So we're not there yet. I was just talking about.
But
the financial.
since we're talking about,
we're getting there.
Well, since we're talking about what I did, let's say what are the things that people think I led up to doing?
No, we're gonna get there.
Okay.
But we need to first establish, because people said that you were brought to a bad place because you were financially broke. Okay. You were whatever the heck you want to call it. And so that was one of the reasons why they said.
So that was false.
It led to your disappearance.
Okay.
So now.
Not correct.
Okay.
On to the next.
So, okay, perfect. So,
the next thing I heard was about my son, that they thought I did what I did because of my
but
son.
Wait, let's talk about you did what you did. Some
right.
people are listening to this right now and they don't know what that means.
Right.
What did you do?
But I feel like I almost want to talk about all the things so we can get this and push this on the side.
Correct. But
because there's only a couple of things that I heard that maybe you're telling me that are new things. Like, for instance, I did what I did because my son passed away. If I was going to do anything because my son passed away, I would have did it 4.5 years ago when my son passed away.
All right. So again, this is that's why I want to digress, because
right.
there are a lot of people listening that don't understand.
What did you hear that I did?
Where you were, well, you were gone for a year.
Right.
So where were you?
You tell me what you heard. We're saying it's going back into the same thing, what you heard. Right. So you're already telling me that I went in a bad place because of why?
Well, no, there were 100. Again, I don't know, but
right. I even got
what I heard.
I even have today people say I made up what happened just for publicity.
Oh,
and I'm like,
that's amazing.
What?
Oh, that's amazing. That, you know what? That is amazing.
I heard I had 13 operations.
Well, I heard you had, I don't know if it was 13, but I heard you had a lot. I
had 13. I didn't even know that there's 13 on your body that you could have.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, so let's go back up to what I did. What did you hear I did?
I heard that you that you had suicidal thoughts, mm-hmm. and that you tried to harm yourself.
Right.
And did you?
Yes.
Okay. And why? I don't even know. That's not even why.
We'll go back. I'm going to go back only a few months, and then I'm going to go into the.
Right, we can go back and forth.
Right. So what it was a few months prior to this.
Okay.
I was not sleeping at all.
Ugh.
Zero sleep.
That's not
nothing.
Good.
My mind was just racing. I'm going to say about 3 to 4 months.
Is that why you weren't sleeping though?
Because
your mind was racing.
Let me talk.
No, I'm asking you though. You couldn't sleep because your mind. You said my mind was racing.
It's going to lead up to it.
Okay.
So for 3 months, I did not sleep at all. Could you imagine not sleeping, putting your head to a pillow?
Yes.
I would get up and just constantly be thinking. I was tired.
Yes.
I had anxiety. I was losing weight. I was
not sleeping. My
heart was pounding out of my chest.
Yeah, that sucks.
If I tell you, so what would you do if that was happening to you? Go to the doctors, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so Tia goes to the doctor, and I tell them I can't sleep. Over what I just said, they all said you're depressed.
Right.
You're depressed.
It's anxiety.
You have anxiety.
Yep.
We're going to give you some medication.
Right.
Let's start off. Let's give you, and I'm going to say this as I have to actually I actually, in my mind, like I think about all the drugs that I was taking, but these doctors were giving me, I'm at fault because I went to several different doctors because I just wanted to feel better. I know what it is to be a drug addict. I wanted to feel better. They gave me Tramadol. They gave me Ambien. They gave me Prozac. They gave me Zoloft, Wellbutrin, Gabapentin. They gave me Xanax.
So those are all anti-anxiety. No, what are those for?
That was for anxiety, my sleep, or my heart palpitations, or why I'm losing weight. The side effects of those. Now, this Tia Maria does not take any drugs at all.
You don't even drink.
I don't even drink. I only take laxatives to poop, and I'm being honest. I've been.
I know. I remember we talked about you pooping.
I take Ducalox, and I poop maybe twice a week, and you know why?
Thank you for sharing.
You know why that goes back to? That goes back to because I like to control my poop. I don't want to eat food.
That's interesting.
And then one day, and all of a sudden, I'm at a meeting or I'm working, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to poop. No, I take my Ducalox the night before. I stay home the next day, and I work on any paperwork I have. And I poop all day. That's my day. So if anything you want to know, that's about me.
I love that.
So now what happened was...
That is truly a control freak.
That is, controlling my poop. So they always said that. So what happened was I went to all these doctors, and all the doctors gave me all these medicines, and I was taking them. I'm almost embarrassed to say that I took all the drugs that they were giving me. And think about this. I don't poop, so they're in my body until I take a laxative, till they get out of my system. I know it sounds disgusting.
No, right. So
but anyway, so if you... See, I know about all this now, so I can put it into a story for you.
Right.
But if you look at a person that doesn't take drugs and you give it to them, the side effects are going to be 99.9. You will get them
because your body
has no tolerance to drugs.
Right. Right.
So what happened was I was taking them. Finally, I go to urgent care in Nanuet. They take my blood. And I'm already on all these drugs. I'm like a zombie. I look like I'm skinny as anything.
I know.
Like
I
105 pounds.
I know.
I can't even focus or whatever.
I saw you.
So and I'm writing on Facebook people help me. Like, what's wrong? Oh, their changes this, which I did have my changes, but not that bad. I still get my period. But so there were things that were going on that people were writing to me, and I was like, well, okay, this is good. So I eventually went to urgent care. They took my blood. They found out I had hypothyroidism. My levels of whatever it all is.
T3 and T4.
T3 and T4. They were off the charts. They said, you have to get to an endocrinologist today. They made an appointment, but they also gave me drugs to take.
Of course.
So now, as you know how it is to go to a doctor, I got to wait now a week to go to the endocrinologist. I'm still taking the drugs. During the interim, I wanted to sleep. I had 2 attempts on my life. The first one is I took the whole bottle of Ambien because I wanted to sleep. Guess what? I slept 3 days. I went to Nyack. They let me out 2 days later with about 900 prescriptions. And they gave me my sister's care. So what happened was, I'm really not supposed to talk about this because my attorney, we have a case going on with that. My attorney's like, don't talk about it. But anyway, so what happened was they put me in the care of my sister. I go to my sister's house. I'm still on all these drugs. I haven't pooped yet, okay? They let me out. Now, if it was me, I'm in the hospital. If it's a suicide attempt, they said it wasn't. It was a impulsive act that I did to get sleep, knowing the consequences were I wasn't going to die. I wanted to sleep. That's what they named it.
Okay.
So, but to me, I guess it was like, well, whatever. So anyway, so what happened was the second attempt was at my sister's. I was asleep. Me and my sister were laying down. My sister goes to sleep. I'm wide awake because I can't sleep. And skinny as anything, still the anxiety, my heart palpitating. Now I got to go to the endocrinologist. I get up, I take a nice bath, bubble bath. I get up, put my makeup on, put my lipstick on, go on my sister's deck. My sister has a beautiful condo off the water. We have the sound. And I remember looking at where I got dressed, putting on my flip-flops, and I sat down. I remember looking at the moon, and I was like, wow, that's so beautiful. I wanted to walk on that. And I literally took off my flip-flops, and I walked off my sister's deck, 4 flights up. Now, what I broke was, now remember, when you're trying to commit suicide or something, you would want to smash your head, right?
Sure.
I walked off. So picture me walking, like I'm showing you now. And I walked off. It's like this. Whoop. And so what happened was I broke my Achilles heel, my pelvic, and my elbow. Only this side. This side was fine. And I was talking. I remember when I was on the floor saying, somebody help me. Like, I needed help because I wasn't smashed. I just fell down on there and I broke that side. And then they came, the ambulance came, they brought me to Jacoby, and then they did my elbow, they fixed my elbow, they did my pelvic.
So you had surgery on what do you mean repaired your elbow?
Well, they had I think they put a little pin in there.
Okay.
They put a pin, they fixed my pelvic, I have no idea. My pelvic it's fine, there's not even a scar there. And I had my Achilles heel on my foot, and then they had to put an apparatus around there.
Right.
And they told me that you can't go anywhere.
Right.
Because I lived wherever I was going, everybody had steps.
Right.
And it's not considered to be safe. So they wouldn't release me.
Okay.
So they kept me in the hospital. I was under psychiatric care for 1 month.
Okay.
And I couldn't sleep. And first
Still.
thing they did, couldn't sleep. They detoxed me. I
From
pooped.
all of the crap that
I said,
you were
how do you
on?
go to the bathroom? They're going to give you juice. They're going to give me Ducalox. They gave me Ducalox, went to the bathroom, felt good. They gave me Seroquel. So that's why they gave me 25 milligrams of
what is that?
Seroquel. I don't know. I think it's like a tranquilizer for a horse. Oh. I really don't know.
Okay.
I don't know because I didn't care. They got me off it and
Okay.
they got me to sleep.
So that helped you
To sleep.
Okay.
They put me on an hour later. I was out for the count. Then they only did that because they knew my history. I was now under the care of an endocrinologist.
Okay.
He got my levels, those levels down.
T3 and T4.
He got everything regulated. He actually had to drop it down to bring it back to levels. So if you're aware about what hypothyroidism, you'll know what I'm talking about. Then they give you Synthroid and all that. Just to jump the gun right now, I get blood work every month. My thyroid for the past 4 months has been perfect.
Thank God.
Thank God. But anyway, so what happened was they regulated that, and I was under psychiatric care.
Okay.
Because anybody that does that, they think you're nuts.
Of course.
I was there less than a month before they said you're fine. And what happened was they're blaming all the drugs that I did take. That Ambien is just really bad for you. It really had a bad effect on me. They gave me the Seroquel. They stopped me on the Seroquel.
And is that
however?
What is that?
It's Seroquel
Is
something
it
to sleep at night.
Okay.
Sleep at night.
Okay.
So what happened was they taught me how to unplug at the end of the night.
Huh.
And it's so
You have to unplug. Yeah, that's
no,
not easy.
because what happens is, honestly, I have an office in my house. I do my paperwork at night at 10:30.
No good.
Not good.
No good.
I had to change my whole routine.
And you know what? You said it to me last night. We were trying to touch base, and you said to me,
No, I don't talk to
10
business.
o'clock, I don't do business after 10 o'clock.
Right.
And I didn't say, I respect that. I understand
because I had to watch Family Feud.
Oh, whatever.
No, I watched The Proposal last night.
I don't care. You could have gone and had sex with your freaking fiance.
No,
but you need to shut it down. You shut it down.
What happened was I was taught how to turn off. There are 3 ways that I was taught.
Teach me.
They said read a book.
Okay.
Do a puzzle.
Okay.
Watch TV.
I listened to like a meditation,
right? That could be something.
Not tape.
It might be weird to me. But what happened?
That's what I listened to.
What helped me was I learned how to unplug at a certain time.
Yep.
I don't go on the computer.
Yep.
I play around with Facebook a little bit here and there, just because it's habit. But I don't do any work or anything for my mind to work. I watch TV. I watch Family Feud, and then I usually watch Criminal Minds or Blue Bloods. I love Tom Selleck. Blue Bloods, I watch Law and Order. And what happens, you'll learn when you're watching it, your whole body just drains of your day.
Focus.
And you know what? I get up I shut the TV off when I'm tired. I sleep like a baby.
That's why I like the Golden Girls and
Oh,
the Nanny.
the girl,
Those are
yeah.
my favorite shows
But
because it's just stupid, mindless.
Right.
Escaping.
So people have to understand. A lot of people did say suicide, and they can use that word. It doesn't bother me. If I tried to commit
Suicidal.
suicide, I wouldn't be here today, because people that try to commit suicide don't get better in a month.
Right.
They need years of therapy.
Absolutely.
They need years of counseling. Now, to go back to where I was for that while, because they wouldn't allow me to leave the hospital, I was in Jacoby. I went directly over to Jacoby Physical Rehab.
Okay.
I was
Which
going
is
to go
supposed to
in
be very
Burke.
good.
Oh yeah, I was going to go in Burke. I would have been in there with Johnny Rocks.
Oh, my
We were
God.
talking to each other. I go, I'm coming. But what happened was, they said that I was better off there because they wanted to monitor my thyroid. They wanted to monitor like any of my elbow,
Right.
whatever it was. I was psychologically. I was released from being like a cuckoo or anything. No drugs. I did take my laxatives, and they would give me stool softeners every day. So they gave me Ducalox, they gave me stool softeners, and that's all I had in the hospital. And I had my TV. The only thing is that they brought me up to the rehabilitation center, and I had the best time of my life. I had the best time. That is where I gained weight, because I ate every day. I did my physical rehab there, because I had one foot. I had to let my left foot, my right foot, I had to wear a boot because I had it to be level to bounce around.
Okay.
So I was on crutches, but I was, if I tell you I had my hair done there, now picture this, me in the hospital bed. I made more friends in the hospital. My roommate was a doll. She was there because of a stroke. Okay. I made friends with them. I knew people walking in there. Tia, what are you doing here? My son's here. My brother's here. We had a ball. Frank came every single night, whether rain or shine, snow, sleet. He was there. I brought dinner at 5 o'clock, which also helped me gain weight. Mm-hmm. And I was there for 4.5 months. And I got my hair done. I got my Botox done. I got lip injections. I got...
There?
Yeah, I got my hair dyed. We all did it in the bathroom.
In the bathroom?
In the bathroom. If I tell you, imagine...
I used to just smoke in the bathroom. I thought I was cool. You were getting injections.
Lenora Ann. I met her.
Yes.
You see Lenora Ann?
Yes,
I met
she's
her
a
in the
doll.
hospital. I put on Facebook, is there anybody who will come to your house?
Oh, wow.
To come in to do Botox?
Yes.
She replied.
Okay.
Somebody referred her. Another girl, Antoinette, did my facial, said, I know her. She's great. Lenora's,
she's a doll.
We get hysterical now because we met in the hospital bed.
Wow.
But the nurses, I made friends. They came to my white party. Half of Jacoby was at my white party.
Wow.
I had such a ball in there. I was blessed that I really was good. And I was actually homeless for a while because I had sold my house. So I wasn't in a rush to go anywhere. You know what I mean? I don't live with anybody. So, and again, me being, like they say, broke. Meanwhile, I just have a house that I just closed on that had no mortgage. It's in the bank. So then I said, am I going to buy something, rent something? So now I'm over at the Ridge Hill, and I am loving it. Frank is in there too. We have a ball. We have separate apartments. And we have a ball.
Right. So I just want to remind you guys that you're listening to Real Talk with Karen Stacy, and we are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com, and we are talking to Tia Maria, and she is telling
I'm on a
it
roll
all.
here, girl.
She is telling it all.
Right.
So now so you just said.
A
Funny,
lot.
Well, yes, you did say a lot, but you just said that you and Frank live in. Now, is Frank your fiance?
Yes.
Okay, because
That's my ring.
I also heard it's on the right.
Oh yeah, that
piano.
was it too.
I also heard that you and Frank broke up, and
Right.
that was why
We actually did.
Okay.
We split up for about while I was in the hospital, and that I can blame on my family. My family they didn't know what to do. They took my phone away.
I heard that.
They took my phone away. Frank, they wanted to take me to live with. I mean, it was like stop.
Well, I guess everybody was trying to help you, right?
Nobody.
Were they trying to help you?
Once I got cleared with psych, my family was like, "She's back."
Okay.
They gave me my phone back. They said,
But why would they take your phone away
they
from
didn't
you?
know what to do. They
Okay.
they were scared.
Okay.
They were scared. They're also control freaks. We're all
Okay.
Aries in my family.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Okay.
everybody was scared.
Okay.
You know what I say? When it happens to you and your family, and your family does something,
Absolutely.
let them two talk.
Yeah. No,
You don't know what to do. You panic. You freeze.
No,
You know, so they did what they did.
I say you don't know till you know.
Exactly.
And so you know what? That's why you can never. People say whatever. Oh,
Right.
You know what? Shut it. Because if you didn't go through that, you don't know.
Right.
So your family. I mean, one would
They
hope.
took control.
But because they were trying to help you,
They didn't know
correct?
what to do.
But wait, I want to just
think that
put
they-
it to the record. Were they trying to help you, or were they trying to control you? Did they feel you didn't make the right choices and they had to choose those choices for you?
No, I think that honestly, they didn't know what to do.
Okay, and
Because
that's fair
I
enough.
seemed fine, but why did I do what I
Right.
did?
Well, that makes
I seemed
sense.
like
Right.
Tia in a bed with
Right.
a broken arm
Right.
and a foot in an apparatus.
Right.
And she's over here being Tia.
Right.
So
where are we?
They
Right.
were scared.
Right.
They figured like keeping me, since I was there, they weren't letting me go anyway because they wouldn't they wouldn't release me with that apparatus. They were like, what do we do? Like, she's the glue that keeps my family together. She's the glue that keeps the businesses, I mean, I run my father's enterprise and, I run it. I'm in charge. What do we do now?
Right.
Everybody panicked. And for a month, they all panicked. And they did retarded things. And I tell them now,
I'm sorry,
you?
we're not allowed to. We're
I'm
not supposed
sorry.
to use that word. I
I'm
use it all the
sorry.
time. No,
But
I like
I know
the
my
word,
daughter
but
tells
I
me.
say it. I know. I get in trouble too.
They did really crazy. They did things that were like, what?
All
But
right.
anyway, it's over.
But you're
they
good with
did.
it.
I got my phone back. My family's back. I'm running the company again, better than ever. I got a very good raise. So everybody that thinks that I'm poor. People were saying to me, you're selling your clothes and your couch, you poor. I'm like, no, I just like to sell things and people like to buy things from me.
That's true.
I got people writing to me, do you have anything else for sale? I'll look in my closet. I don't know. They just like buying things from me. I've been like that since I'm 18,
Well, there's, you're a trendsetter.
Yeah. Well, I used to own a clothing store at 18.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
yeah, I used to own a clothing store, and I used to dress all the girls that you know now, Dory being one of them, our friend Dory. They used to shop in my clothing store. So people say, what was your name of your store? It was Tia's Clothing Outlet
Where was it?
on Morris Park in the Bronx.
No way.
Yeah.
That's where I grew up. I never saw that. When was
Do you
this?
remember,
What year was
do you
this?
remember Hot Stuff up the block?
Yes. My
It was
husband's
my
family
competition.
owned it, Connie.
Okay, they know me. Ask them. That was my competition. They either went to Mystique, Tia's, or they went to Hot Stuff.
I never remember that. What year was that?
God, I was 18, so figure out the number.
Jesus,
Anybody
I
have a
can't- I
calculator?
can't add.
30
I can't
years?
add.
32 years
Holy
ago?
crap.
And then after that, I started working at Justine's Bridals
Justine's Bridals. Where was that?
in the Bronx under the L. Everybody either go to
Oh, okay.
Fontana
Oh, yes.
or they would go to Justine's, and I would dress them. All my brides were the sexy brides with their boobs out, their
No,
hair,
not
their
you.
hair up, their
Not
big
you.
earrings, their boobs out, their butts out, tight dresses. Those were my brides. And you know how many people, that's how people know me. They know me from 18 dressing them when they were teenagers. They were 25, they were brides. Now they're coming to my events. The kids
Crazy.
are grown.
Full cycle,
it's a
right?
full cycle.
Yeah.
It's a very small world. But just to put all that at rest about, I don't know what else you heard too about.
Oh, I
that.
heard so many things.
But that's the truth. Honestly, I hate to almost say it was like a drug addict. But I was taking drugs that doctors gave me
Right.
that because they misdiagnosed, I had hypothyroidism. Now look at me. I'm fine. I eat healthy. No, I don't really
No,
eat
you
healthy.
don't.
I'm
You
sorry.
cannot say
I
that
don't
on-
eat healthy.
no.
I am healthy because I'm at a weight. Like I have little meat on me. I sleep at night. I'm dealing with all the problems I had back then. I got the same job, the same boyfriend. I got the same living style. I got the same issues, the same tenants that I deal with. Why am I not suicidal today? Because I'm better.
Well, and that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
So you obviously you fought your way back.
I did.
mean, you went through. That's it's a very. That's why I am very removed from.
Talk, like, you know what I mean? Like cat talk, like little.
Well, yes, that as well.
Yeah.
But I meant in terms of like. I'm not huge on the medical field.
Right.
I
Oh, God.
believe in what I believe in, but I try to deal with things holistically, homeopathically. I do think
You can't when you have a thyroid.
Well,
You need help with that.
And again, I do take thyroid medication, and I did try it the other way, but when I was 20, God, how old was I? 22, 21. I went through the same thing.
They like misdiagnosed you.
They thought I was pregnant. And I
Right.
said, if I'm pregnant, I'm giving birth to the devil.
Right.
Like, there is no way in hell I'm pregnant right now.
Right.
And it's like being in a tunnel. Like, it's a horrible place to be. Like you said, you hear your heart pound. You cannot
You're losing
see
weight.
anything.
You have anxiety.
I lost 20 pounds that fast
Yep.
because I couldn't swallow.
Yep.
In order for me to take food in my body, I had to have a drink next
Right.
to me, as in water,
Right.
to push it down.
But unfortunately, if you do read up on hypothyroidism and depression,
They
have the
will
same,
hand in hand.
They have the same symptoms.
So
I technically, for the record, I was misdiagnosed.
No, you lost your mind for the right reason, so to speak.
Well, I was
because
heavily drugged.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But even without the drugs, had you not been put on all those drugs, I
probably would have withered away. I would have been so skinny.
No.
I don't even. You know what I almost say to myself, and I tell people, if I didn't do what I did, how would I have gotten better? How would I have gotten better? I would have been still with the anxiety. I still would have been on the drugs. Would I have been taking more medication now? So I truly believe that God made me look at that moon and say, you know what? I got to stop you in your tracks, girl.
Okay.
You need to be set where you can't go anywhere. They need to find out what's wrong with you.
Right.
And they need to help you. And guess what? In 1 month,
It put the period on the end of the sentence
If they
quick.
would have let me go home in a month, I would have went home with a cast in my arm and a crutch because I was really good. I was stable. I was ready to go. And they were like, nope, you can't go. I'm like, I want to go. They would not release me because I have to go where it's considered safe.
Yes.
And everybody where I would have went to temporarily had stairs. So I was
Right.
like, you know what? And Franca's place was too small. I couldn't go with him. I mean, he has a big, beautiful place now, and I didn't want that. That's not how I wanted to be in my, you know what I mean?
Right.
I wanted to be so I went directly.
Where you were comfortable.
Yeah, where I was comfortable. So it just lucked out that I got a beautiful place over at the Ridge Hill, gorgeous. It was just a time I got released in December and I got it January. So it was perfect. And you know what? So I believe that God did that for me. He said, you got to stop in your tracks. I got to take your feet away. You know what I mean? For a couple of months, girl. And you know what? I don't look back. I don't even like talking about it because I even forgot when people say, oh my God, what happened when you jumped? How'd you feel? I go, jumped? Me? I didn't jump. You know what I mean? I don't even remember it.
Right.
I just remember seeing the moon and I remember saying, it's so beautiful out here. I want to go there.
Right, which wasn't the act of a desperate woman.
Yeah, it wasn't that. Because like I said, if I was suicidal, I did have suicidal thoughts because I was taking all those drugs.
Right.
But they lasted just as long as until the drugs got out of my system.
Right.
You know, so having me there detoxing me, they literally detoxed me. They got rid of everything. They were like, I can't sleep. I need that Ambien. They're like, no, you're going to stay up, you know what I mean?
Right.
Up all night.
We're going to be here until you get through
Till
it.
we take your blood and you're like, you have no shit in your body.
Right.
No stuff in your body.
Right.
And then when they did, they gave me the Seroquel 25 milligrams at night. That helped. Then he took me off that. And then he said to me, that was it. He said, I can't give you any more psychological, care because we're dismissing you. And I was like, shit, I sort of liked the guy too. He was great. You know what I mean? He
Right.
taught me how to unplug. He taught me so many things. And I was like, I felt like I was in school.
Right.
So, but
And that
that's it.
becomes like a security because you learn and you feel safe.
You learn. It's like
Right.
just more information. But I honestly, that's it. So there was no fundraiser for me. However, a real GoFundMe is the one that I'm having right now for Raquel. That's a GoFundMe. She needs money.
She has Lyme. She has Lyme
She was
disease,
misdiagnosed for 8 years. Same thing. She's losing weight. They're giving her drugs for depression. She went to a doctor. You have Lyme disease, full blown.
Right.
So right now she's struggling with medical bills, and people do look at her and say, wow, she walks around with her Gucci bag and her
Right.
Louis Vuitton shoes. But you know what? people don't know what she's doing with that stuff
Right.
to cover her bills. Maybe she's
Right.
selling them. I mean, it's not me to say anything,
Right.
but she needs money. And all people donate $10. Really? I mean, I donated $100. You know what I mean? Donate anything. It'll add up. I mean, we only have $650 now, but I'm hoping to get her at least a couple of thousand. I'm not gonna. That's a GoFundMe, and she'll be. And if you wanted ever to interview her, she'll say yes. I had financial problems. Tia did not have financial problems. Thank God. Like I said, I don't want to sound, but Tia is very fortunate. I come from a family with money. I have money. A lot of people thought it was my ex-husband that gave me all this money, child support, and alimony. It's my money. I've been working since I'm 18, and I'm proud of it. I'm a successful businesswoman, and that's it. I could hold my own, so.
And that you are, and my feeling was that when I heard a lot of these things, again, I mean, I know you, but I
couldn't believe it.
did right. So a lot of it, and I heard it, third party,
And
like I don't
hope
even
that's
know.
why a lot of the people, because there's a lot of people like with Anthony Mangini that follow Anthony. I love him to death. Anthony, hello, if you're watching this. But a lot of people that follow Anthony too. A lot of people weren't there for my white party. You know what I mean? And I was like, huh.
I felt the same way.
I said, really? I said, you're not there? Okay. And I tried to look to see if there were any other events going on. So a couple of people that, I don't want to mention names, but they are part of Miami Mike. I'm a little disappointed in them, for not coming and support. You support me on Facebook, but you don't come and support my events. But you know what? I have an event July 28th. Maybe you'll be there. Maybe you were one of the ones that didn't want to wear white, or maybe you had something to do. But I really do hope that there are some of the people out there that you and I both know that should come there and support me. Come in and say hello, Tia. We love you. We support you. You thank God you're here, but don't write me on Facebook. Oh, Claire, you're okay. One love you, hugs and kisses. Because a lot of those people out there too, I helped too. That wrote to me and said, wasn't your events, went out, or I do my hair now, or I get dressed now, or you know what I mean. So there's a lot of people I help out there. I mean, I got so much going on right now. I'm trying to help my friend Dory with her new restaurant, Bella Gianna. I'm trying to help her. I'm trying to help Raquel GoFundMe. We got DJ Lenny, you know what I mean, too, with his new, his new adventures. You know what I mean? So I'm supporting so many people. So it's really important. Support me. Be there July 28th. Little black dress. Nobody has an excuse for a black dress. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have one, be like a rebel, like Karen, and wear blue.
But I didn't.
And wear blue. So I'm, that's something that I wanted to, get off my chest too. And also, don't forget, go on my website for any of my events, eventsbytiamaria.com. That has a lot of my events.